I first had the tiles on a studio floor. Myself and my colleagues used to be amazed by them. 2011, a house came up for sale with the floors in, and I bought it very impulsively. There were patterns in every room, and that made me really curious to find out more. My name's Penny Bovell. I'm a visual artist. I love doing projects that have got deep social histories. I did come across the tiler's name, Giuseppe and Anna Scalaro. It was a couple because they had a business together. The house that I am in is the Scalaro's first little home.
When I got that phone call from Penny, I was absolutely overjoyed. As I grew older, I started to appreciate the legacy that my parents had left us, the contribution they made to Fremantle, and I thought that that should be in some way recognised.
A lot of the people that came from Capo d'Orlando came as fishermen and worked in the fishing industry. Giuseppe was different. He became a craftsman.
Giuseppe, the Italian migrant who came to Fremantle and brought colour and joy to people's floors and homes. When you look at all of the floors next to each other, you can see that they are really works of art.
They are bespoke. You can feel the labour in them.
In 2021, we had an exhibition set at the beautiful Moores building in Fremantle, underneath overlooked Bonded and Resilient. We had hundreds of people coming through the door a day, and most of them hadn't even experienced the tiles or even knew that they existed. It had 5 elements: silk house,
a suspended house from the rafters of the building.
Silk was as close as we could get to the original tiles in terms of the way that it looks and feels, with that smoothness and its shine.
We set up an interactive game, printing the tile patterns onto acoustic panelling, and had them all cut up so that the public could actually play with the tiles. And it was fabulous to see how involved people got. We had some panoramas in the community project of all of the photos they'd sent in, bits of memorabilia tiles that we had found. People could see how the tiles were produced. From another perspective, the exhibition is very much a story about immigration and what a positive influence different cultures have on our communities.
Were there many people here that came from Capo d'Orlando?
Oh, I think half of Fremantle is from Capo d'Orlando. Dad absolutely loved what he was doing. I mean, he was a real artisan. He'd do everything himself. We grew up with the tiles. I was 10, 11 when my father started the work, and it was much later in life that I began to understand their contribution to the Fremantle heritage.
We found them covered up by floorboards, covered up by tiles, glued down. Being able to have the conversations with people and find addresses, adding to the research, and it was about Anna and Giuseppe, about how far they worked and how much they would have worked in such a short period of time.
Oh, we used to have a shop down in South Fremantle. This lady came in and she was so full of emotion. She just stood at the front of the shop when she walked through the door, and she just got really overwhelmed. And she said, my mum used to make these tiles when she was a young girl, when she first came out from Italy.
When we first started the project, we thought that there was 30 houses. And then after that, it went up to 110. We have found 19 or 20 different moulds.
Just the most amazing combination of colours that you wouldn't think of. Very, very brave and exciting. But, I also like questioning where trade skills and labour stop as a tradesman, and where they, and where the creativity might start.
There's only 20 different moulds, but there's endless possibilities and endless floors that he's created, just in the way that he would use the different colours together.
It's a bit like cooking. You mix up little bits and you pour them in, and you add the stone. So the variations that can occur within very simple steps is what is intriguing. I had been working on a large public art project, noise walls and roundabout out of Fremantle. I felt that it was really important to pay some sort of tribute to the Scalaro's factory that was just around the corner, and hopefully it makes connection. It's a valuable link to who we are and Fremantle's identity. We were accepted to become part of the Art on the Move touring exhibition in regional WA, and we thought that was a fabulous, opportunity, because we may come across more floors out there.
Everyone's just so thankful that they now know who made the tiles.
I just want the people that come to think a little bit more deeply about what's around them, what ornamentation means to us in our daily life.
So delighted to have been a part of this, I really am. I can't begin to express my gratitude to Penny and Gabby for what they've achieved. When I first heard of their plans for what they produced here, and I thought they were great, until I saw them in the flesh, and I'm sorry.